And you make it easy, Scott. So
Well,
thanks.
thank you. Yeah, talking comes easy for me too for some
I've
reason.
noticed.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but it's true. I do. I ever since I was a kid, my parents always told me that I
You're
could
a
talk to the
talker?
brick wall and have the wall talk back.
You probably enjoy, actually having a body to talk to rather than talking to yourself. So
It's true because I get a lot of weird looks when I'm talking to myself like that. So
myself included, I do that on the court. I'm one of those guys.
Hey, have you ever had the scenario where somebody's got an earpiece in public and you think they're saying hey to you? They're just answering the phone though?
Yes.
And you say, oh, hey. And then they go, no.
I actually am that person that people do that to because I have hearing aids and they're Bluetooth. So I can talk on the phone and people cannot hear me, the other person. So
Love it.
I am that person.
That's awesome. All right, Courtney, we are getting down to the start of this third and final session here.
Yeah.
We've got Joey. We're going to let him introduce.
Noah Waddell.
Woohoo! Sorry, guys. I might be a little biased during this match. Noah is a good friend of mine, so I enjoy getting to see him play. He's very animated, so I think you guys will enjoy it too.
Yeah, and he's a local boy here.
He is a
born and raised.
local. Yep, I get to play with him often, him and his father. So both very, very talented players.
Both athletes on the court right now are tremendous singles players.
Definitely. Yeah, so I'll be interested to see, who gains the upper hand in this match because all day we've been talking about in singles how one person just gets that lead and sticks with it. And with this format, when you have that lead and the time's dwindling down, you can't really call a timeout because it takes time to do that.
It actually hinders you at that point.
It does because the clock does not stop. Wow, that is a beautiful forehand.
So,
and
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that Noah's a lefty, so the way that he plays may look a little different, and that's just because of the hand that he uses.
Yeah, and I think that can cause some problems for the opponent.
I agree. There's different spins that lefties have because it's just it's the opposite of right-handed.
Exactly. It's the exact
Plain and
mirror
simple.
image. Oh, what a shot by... Oh,
That's
my
just
goodness.
a beautiful
right there.
Yeah.
Joey Farias with the nice backhand roll right past.
And can we talk about how rare it is when you are speechless?
That's the most rare. Never happened.
Had to point that out.
The only other time it's happened is when I saw Noah play the piano the other day.
I know. He's so talented on the court, off the court. So
He really is.
Yep. He's
Oh,
special.
that's a great hustle play by
Beautiful,
Joey,
Noah.
but that was just too well placed right there by.
It absolutely was. And a little bit of a fist pump, too. He is another one that's very animated. You were talking about your
That's
boy
good.
Eden, who's on Team Monarch.
That's right.
And so he is very animated. Noah is the same. You can see the passion and his love for the
He
sport.
feeds off that energy, doesn't he?
Oh,
He's a little amped up.
Little
early
excited.
Here. Yeah, he's a little excited here, which it's to be expected. It's his first game.
absolutely.
So
And Joey only has 2, so Noah's probably not feeling too much pressure yet. Playing really solid defense, getting that side out.
Absolutely. And again, it's only 2-0, so it's still early. He'll settle in just fine.
Yeah. But, Joey's just such a veteran in this sport and very talented.
See, there's that energy you keep talking about
there
right there.
There it is. A little bit of a come on.
Noah Waddell with the little fist bump and come on, like
Yeah.
a Jeff Warnick type come on.
Yeah, that's a really good comparison. I see that a lot. A little shorter.
A little shorter and not quite as loud, probably.
Not much.
Oh, that
Oh,
ball
that
hit.
net cord robbed him.
And, sometimes those are 50-50 balls.
They are.
Sometimes they hit and stay in. Sometimes they hit and go out. That one just happened to go along there.
Yeah, with some of these nets, pulled a little tighter like they are, maybe a little newer.
That's
then
a good point by Noah
that's
there.
pretty. The newer net, I feel like, doesn't give as much.
I would agree. And also, just for anybody watching, Joey Farias is the number 4 ranked Pickleball Global. I'm sorry, let me say that again. Joey is the number 4 ranked singles player with the global pickleball ranking system. So he's in the top 5.
That is talent. And, I mean, you can see it when he plays. You can just see how much he knows about the sport.
Absolutely. He's a savvy veteran. He's had a long career in tennis and now pickleball. And Noah Waddell is actually just turned 18 years old last week.
Last Sunday.
He is now currently the number 14 ranked singles player in the world of pickleball.
Yeah, and now it's 2-2. So, you know, low scoring game. We've seen a lot of singles matches where they were high scoring games, right? Especially in the women's with Machelle and Regina. We saw a very high score. This one is not turning out to be that way. Lots of defense.
Yeah, they're both hustling. And I think that will change as the game goes on, just because they start getting fatigued a little. You know, some of the shots that they may go for early when they have energy, they might not go for quite as much at the end.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that stays the pace.
Yeah, and I believe for both of them, this is their first match of the day.
No, Joey's played in
Joey
other
has
events.
played one.
This is Noah's first
Noah's
time.
first. Okay.
Point.
And the way this will work is Noah will have more action tomorrow. So he'll get more games tomorrow, where some of the other guys that were playing today, some of the players from today won't play quite as much.
I see. Okay. That's a rare miss from Joey, I feel like. He's got such a great serve, but maybe he's just feeling that he's got the lead, tried to go for a little more there.
Absolutely.
Just didn't make that one.
Yeah, he's very consistent with his serves and returns.
Absolutely.
3-5.
Yeah, but here comes the lefty spin.
Wow, that is an impressive backhand. Not ripped cross court, but in fact ripped down the line past Joey's
I like
backhand.
that idea.
4-5.
He had nice top spin roll on that. A lot of pace on it. Joey not able to make it happen.
Another one down the line.
Yeah, again, Noah's energy is what he feeds off of right there. He will
It
play
is.
better based on his energy levels.
And all of a sudden it's tied, and now we have a slightly higher score.
He called lead on that one, so we're going to get a redo here.
5-5.
Oh, just hit
he's
that. So we've seen
almost.
several tweeners today from a lot of different players.
Yeah, a couple of the women too. Michelle went for one.
She sure did.
Yeah, I love seeing that. It just shows that they're having fun. You know,
Absolutely.
it's not a lack of respect. It's not anything they're trying to showboat. Okay, maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little showboating.
But
Maybe a
it's
little.
also just, the love of the game and the ability to hit those fun shots. I mean, I personally enjoy some ATPs. Okay, I enjoy going around the post if I can.
If you can do it, That's what I say.
Absolutely. I've yet to do an Ernie in competition, but working my way there just takes a little bit of practice.
It sure does.
And for those of you that don't know, an Ernie is actually when you step over or around the kitchen to hit a shot, basically parallel to the kitchen. So
5-6.
you're actually off the court when you make contact with the ball.
Ooh, that ball just tipped
Wow.
over. Joey lobbing it. Oh, what a lob by Joey there to get it by Noah. Oh, wow. Unbelievable point right there by Noah Waddell.
Wow,
Can you
you can-
believe he hit that shot right there on Joey?
I cannot believe. And a timeout, too.
Noah with the timeout there. I think he
I-
just got so excited from that point he needed a second. 60
Absolutely, because he is very animated, like you were saying, and so it's good to be able to dial it back a notch and just play your game.
For sure.
Take a breather.
So this is what, Courtney, this is what I love about pickleball is based on the numbers on paper, Joey is the better player, right? He's ranked 4th
Right.
in the pickleball global rankings. But what you can't factor into these rankings is momentum, energy, focus,
That's
desire.
a great point.
Those things are not calculated on paper. So when we see, okay, Noah's 10 spots
15 seconds.
behind Joey,
Yeah.
that doesn't matter right now to Noah, does it? Noah
No, it
knows
doesn't.
that he just has to play his game.
Yep, and here it is.
There it is, right there.
Noah, with his GPI ranking of 14.
Number 14 in the world.
Yep,
And
little
so
picture with Tyson.
Yeah, with Tyson. Yeah, that's the
Another
only picture
talented.
we can find of him, with his pickleball paddle in his hand.
Yeah, another talented singles player, as we all know.
So he's a little excited coming out of that.
Just missed that one. But he does have the lead now. He is actually up 6-5, but it's not a very comfortable lead.
Yeah, he's going to have to keep playing.
Yeah.
Unforced errors like that can cost you big time against a guy like Joey. Joey will capitalize on those things.
Yes. Yeah, he uses those to his advantage and plays just so incredibly.
What a get. Oh
my goodness.
Man, Joey able to manipulate Noah just enough to keep that ball from being...
Yeah. Noah got a paddle on that, which was incredible because he was changing directions in the middle of trying to hit that.
Oh, that's just too good by Joey. Joey Farias with a nice forehand roll right down the line.
Yeah.
That was to Noah's forehand, by the way.
It was, yeah, because Noah is left-handed, so his forehand's on the left.
All right, this will be the last point right here. They're going to switch sides now.
Yep. I'll be curious to see the momentum change.
Sure, absolutely. So for anybody watching, joining us for the third session, if you haven't been watching all day, what they do is this is a 20-minute timed clock. So this is not a score that makes the difference in win or loss. It's the time. So at 10 minutes, which is halfway through, they're going to make a switch. And then they're going to play out the rest of the 10 minutes. And what we've seen kind of a theme all day is that the person or the player or the team that takes the momentum down the stretch under usually 4 minutes typically comes out on top.
Typically, yeah. But we have seen a few sudden death. Wow, that needs to be highlighted. That was a beautiful forehand.
Unbelievable
forehand volley, cross-court winner.
If Joey can't get that back, that means it's a pretty good put away
I
there.
agree, because Joey's pretty fast. But I was going to say, we're seeing a lot of those sudden death situations.
We have.
Which are exciting.
Oh, they're great for the viewers and for the people watching live.
I agree. And if you are listening and local, come join us because this is exciting.
Right very exciting game right here.
That is a beautiful backhand passer.
Noah has just brought
Joey
within one now. That was
I don't know if you heard that, Scott, but Barry, Noah's father, is definitely cheering loud for his son, which is exciting.
It's safe to say he's into it.
I think he's a little biased. So Joey said, "Thanks, Barry."
That ball just wide.
Missed that one.
Just wide there.
Yeah, that was a big stretch for that backhand.
That's a good run right there for Noah.
I agree.
Side out
From
now,
6 to 9. Yep, tie it up.
Look at that. So where that point started was his deep return with backhand slice.
Yes.
With slice on it.
To Joey's backhand as well.
That's where that all started.
Yep, it is not easy to be aggressive with the backhand. You're reaching across your body, so.
Noah does that extremely well.
He definitely does. He's got a lot of different spins,
Yeah.
Top spin and underspin, and he disguises it very well.
Absolutely. Do you know if Noah has a tennis background?
I'm really not sure if he does have a tennis background or not.
That's
it
too
sure
good
looks
right
like it.
It does, doesn't it? I know his dad, Barry, comes from a tennis background.
Yeah.
I'm just not 100% sure on Noah at the moment.
We'll have to figure that out later, maybe in an interview or something with him, so that he can tell us himself. Wow.
That's just back and forth action right now between Joey and Noah. Neither player wanting to give up any ground here.
I wouldn't want to either if I was out there.
I think that's the great thing about singles, right? Is the points are exciting. They're short, but they're exciting.
Absolutely. But as the player on the court, you want to have those short points where you don't have to do a whole lot.
Wow.
No.
Joey able to get... So that's a perfect example right there of making your opponent hit just one more ball.
One more. That's all it takes.
All right, I think that's a smart timeout by Noah right there. Noah using his 2 timeouts wisely.
I agree because I mean it is a close match. You know, it's only 9-10. So with Joey still serving, trying to decrease his momentum, even though it was just 1 point. Scott, I've got basically like a 3-point rule where if my opponent gets more than 3 points in a row, I call a timeout right then and there.
Absolutely. That's smart. Such a smart thing. So many people undervalue the importance of using your timeouts wisely throughout a match. What you're talking about is stifling that momentum of the opponent, getting the ability to just get 60 seconds to reset. Right?
Yeah.
So you just want to stop them from that momentum.
Exactly. And I feel like a lot of times when you're in the heat of the moment, it's like, should I call a timeout here? Should I just let it go? What if they miss this next one? But just give yourself that definitive rule. Like, don't break your own rules. Just say, okay, they made 3, timeout right here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see if this timeout proves valuable for Noah here.
We shall see.
Oh, that
Wow.
is nasty. That is nasty good right there by Joey Farias.
Yeah, Joey wanted that breather too.
Boy, that was a good backhand roll. Scores 11-9 here. Ooh,
That's
again,
just a great angle.
Another passing shot by Joey.
Yeah, and I feel like on that one, Noah's return wasn't as deep as his other ones were. So he wasn't able to do, Joey was able to do a lot more with that.
That's a big side out right there. That's
That
huge.
is, yeah.
Because he's down 3 now.
Noah
He's
needed
got
that.
to push a little.
Yeah, you can hear in the crowd there's a little bit of a home court advantage.
For sure. Well, and also Team East is down right now on the win, so this would be another big win in singles.
Yeah, everybody loves an underdog, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Underdog story.
And I think sometimes the underdogs come out with a little chip on their shoulder, and they sometimes play a little more focused and a little more determined.
Definitely.
Now, it looks like Joey's got a chip on his shoulder right now, too. Boy, he is just...
He's dialing in right now.
He is dialed in with these passing shots.
We're starting to see why he's got that number 4 ranking.
Yeah, I mean, Joey's clearly dialed in. Oh, wow. Oh,
no.
What a point, though, right
What
there.
happens there? Oh,
So he needs a timeout after that one.
absolutely.
I think that's smart.
timeout.
I think that's smart. We're
I
under
agree.
4 minutes. He's able to still use those timeouts right there.
Yeah.
You can't take those timeouts with you, right, Courtney? So after 2 minutes, under 2 minutes, he can't use them.
Right.
So I think it's smart.
And, you know, for all of you that are watching and are not really sure what just happened there, because I'm looking at the camera and seeing that, well, there's this big structure on the roof that is kind of out of the picture. And when Joey went for that lob, it actually hit the air vent because we are inside. And so there is AC in here. So...
If there was one critique, it would be that the inside facilities have to have all these things for operational.
Yes.
And it can hinder occasionally.
Right.
That's the first time we've actually seen that happen.
That's the first time it's really gotten in the way.
9-13.
All right, so it's 9-13.
Sign out.
All right, the
Still a
clock's
close
now
game.
working against Noah, though.
13-9.
He's got to be able to get another quick side out here.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can tell how much he wants this. There's another fist pump from Noah.
Oh, yeah. The crowd's kind of quieted down a little bit, but Noah's got to try to do something to get the momentum back here.
9-14.
Just hitting the ball a little too much energy there on that
Yeah,
one.
you know, I feel like that's just a classic case of trying to rush to get that point over because of this format with the time working
He's
against
feeling
him.
it. Yeah, he's feeling it.
Point.
I do like, however, how Joey's playing the same way regardless of the score and of the time.
14-9.
He's just playing steady
Yeah.
play through the whole
That's-
thing.
That was an interesting serve by Joey. I don't know if you saw that one, Scott, but Joey just threw up the lob serve that painted the baseline.
And it disrupted Noah's return.
It did. Noah hit the net cord on that return of serve.
My
So-
goodness. Joey is just absolutely wearing those passing shots out right now.
He is. He's looking very good, very composed, and just calm. And I feel like that's hard to do in singles, is it's hard to be calm. You know, that's a smart move by Joey during the lob serve, because if you think about it, it takes time for that ball to drop.
I think that's exactly what he's up to right now.
I think so too. I think he looked at the clock before he served that.
It's like an indirect way of slowing the clock down.
Yeah, it's smart. I like it.
It really is.
But that's just...
Wow. My goodness.
Joey understands where these lines are so well.
And then he's able to execute that shot to just put it right on the white painted lines.
That one was on the inside of the line, that last passing shot. And he just looks so calm and composed.
19-9.
I feel like Noah's feeling it.
Oh, and the other thing is you start feeling, like you said earlier, you feel that pressure of the time.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
He knows that time's against him there. So the other thing, Joey called a timeout after the ball hit that AC thing. That proved to be a big momentum swinger in this game.
Yeah.
That's after that timeout is when he went on a huge run.
9-20.
Yeah, he's going on an 11-point streak here. Well, actually, he has had an 11-point streak.
It's a great point either way.
That is a great point. And a nice fair call by Joey there too. You know, that call was was close.
Yeah, he was definitely generous.
Yeah.
All right, Joey Farias here with me. Joey, you just kicked off the third session with a singles match against an intense competitor and very good player, Noah Waddell. Talk to us about the momentum swings in that game. That seemed to be a big part of that game.
Man, so that's singles where someone gets hot, kind of reading someone's return, and both the forehand and backhand get going, and it's tough unless you can start reading their passing shots, you know, to try to break that down. Just small little things that you change, like my serve. I started hitting it hard at the beginning. He was hitting these nice cut returns that I was having trouble, so I started adding a little more air under it, get the ball to be a little higher. That way he doesn't cut it as easy, and it floated just a little bit more, and I was able to get under some of my passing shots and start getting a little bit more of a rhythm.
Talk about that moment when you were in that scramble play with Noah and you hit an attempted lob shot and it hit the AC. You immediately called the timeout. What was the reason behind that?
Yeah, so the reason behind that is obviously there's this huge structure that I've seen here all morning, all day, and for some reason, you know, when you get tired, you just go into kind of autopilot sometimes, and I went defensive with a lob that I should have never gone with there. And I knew that I just needed to kind of reset, kind of get my energy back. That way I can focus and my brain will be back in this match.
I love it. I thought that was a crucial part of that game. Congratulations. You got the first win of the third session. Team West on the board. All right, Noah. All right, we've got Noah Waddell here. This was your first event of the tournament, right? So you was the first time I heard. You obviously had a very good opponent in Joey Farias. I thought you played amazing through that whole thing. The momentum swings in that were huge, were they not?
Yeah, played a really good game. At the end, I just got a little bit tired, ran out of gas, but otherwise, it's a really good game.
Absolutely. I thought the crowd was into that game. The energy levels were there, and I really felt like you were dialed in and focused. That's the most focused I've seen you play in a while, and that really spoke volumes. I think the difference was you maybe got a little fatigued at the end there, and he was able to pull ahead. And then you're also working against the clock, so that definitely plays a factor.
Yeah, well, for me, I was just trying to not worry about the clock, just play a game as long as I can, try to focus as much as possible, get the best points that I can.
Absolutely, and I thought you battled to the very end, and that shows a lot about you, man. Congratulations, thanks, and we'll see you out here in a little bit on some doubles. All right, buddy, thank you.
Eddy and Webby show is the place to be. Oh, wow, Eddy, you are not going to believe this, but we just got a message from Pickleball Global, and they're saying we can do a commercial talking about Eddy and Webby.
Nice, man. What are some of the things we're going to talk about?
Well, we could probably talk about how we do live podcasts featuring some of the top names in pickleball.
Yeah, we've had guests like Kyle Yates, Simone and Chad, Ben Johns, and Cassandra Gerke, to name a few.
Or how about the videos that we do documenting our pickleball adventures?
We can't forget about our original music videos and pickleball song parodies.
Oh, absolutely. So All you have to do is go to the Eddy and Webby YouTube channel and smash that subscribe button and click on the little bell icon, and you'll be notified anytime that we upload new content. Oh, yeah.
Nice. Well, on that note, I'm Eddy.
And until next time, this is Webby, not Eddy, signing off.
See ya.